old J.R. Willis again. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more bass fishing. It's that time of year. I've been doing a lot of pond fishing lately. So I'm gonna go out here and try to do a little bit of wade fishing. I'm fishing at this pond that's got it's a growed up pond that hadn't really been fished that much for a pretty good while. So a lot of times you find places like that and you have to figure out how you can throw your lure out there. So one thing I do a lot of times is just wade on out in the water. Now you got to be careful because they got snapping turtles and everything else. They might get the wrong worm if you ain't careful, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. So I ain't got no waders. I just usually wear my swimming trunks. I always take my shoes off. I was gonna say, don't make the mistake of leaving your shoes on. One time I left a pair of sandals on and bogged up, and them things will suck your foot down. You can't get it out without getting that sandal off. And I didn't want to lose my sandals, so I just had to pull my feet out and then dig it out by hand. But I'm gonna try to use a few different lures today. They kind of bedding, and we just had the full moon, so they're pretty aggressive. They'll hit just about anything. So I'm gonna use a few different things and just wade on out there where I already know they're gonna be. And it's in a shallow spot. It's got a lot of grass under the water. It ain't really made it to the top yet. And I'm just gonna wade around out there and see what I can come up with. Yeah, first cast. If I don't lose it. Calm down. That's a good sign. And it wasn't even reeling in right. It was twisted around and flopping around like a topwater. Turning in circles. You know how they'll do?
Yeah. Oh, that knot feels like a slope.
Yeah, about there is. Yeah, there you go. Maybe there is something of that major feeding time crap. And you better chill out, boy. Did the bait stay on it?
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't lose your bait. I'm telling you, these treble hooks will get them. They're a little aggravating to get off. You'll hook yourself with it if you ain't careful. maybe yeah. I think a fish hit it though. There's another one. Had the camera off. Couldn't turn it on in the middle. Mine won't come on when I say start recording for some reason. All right, the old camera went off again. Battery went dead and caught this little joker. Seems like every time a battery goes dead, I catch one. So maybe that's a trick to fishing. Just let your camera go dead all the time. Old Nicky caught a couple of them up there while I was missing them left and right. We might get a little old mess. I got 4. You got, so that's 6, huh? Might be horsing them a little too much. Good enough. Them treble hooks do the job. Crankbait. It's in there, honey. I gotta get out to get it out. He don't spit it out. He's trying and he almost has. Just, no, it got way back there to get the pliers to hold that little joker. Devil's horse. First throw. Hey Nicky, I'm pretty sure this is one of the fish I've done lost. I can see the hole on the other side of his mouth. Pretty sure of it. I'm gonna tighten her down. Well, I let him swallow her at that time.
Uh-oh.
It's way back there.
Good thing you got them fancy new pliers.
Yeah.
GoPro, stop recording.
These things, once they get on there, that's the trick. Don't try to horse them in too fast. Just let them run. He stayed on there that time. Well, I started out with that little old crankbait, and it was doing pretty good. And that first one, as you've seen, a lot of times you'll throw a crankbait and them treble hooks will wrap around your line. When you reel it in, it'll just be spinning like that. That was the first cast. That joker hit it about like it was a spinnerbait or something. So I knew it was gonna be a good day for fishing. I fished with a crankbait a while. That was in a little bit deeper spot where that grass I was talking about hadn't got quite so bad. But I was trying to fish in the shallower spot where I knew there was bedding at. But that grass was so bad I couldn't really use that crankbait. As soon as you turn it the first time, it'd get grass all over it. So I switched over to the old standby that I keep preaching about. It's that fluke. That's probably one of my favorite soft baits. I use that watermelon red a lot of times. And you can look at that thing down in the water and it's really got a good action, that Zoom Super Fluke. And with that watermelon glitter in there, that red glitter, you can just see it shining, man. It really gets their attention. So I switched over to that for a while, and then being as that grass was so bad, and that done good, I was doing good with that. And I was using those Gamakatsu worm hooks. It was a 3/0 worm hook. And one thing I'm gonna try, I lost several fish. I didn't put it on the video, but I lost several fish. One thing I'm gonna try is using a smaller hook, like a 1/0. Because what I'd noticed was a lot of times that bigger hook will tear such a big hole in their lip that they can sling it out real easy. And you really gotta reel them fast and just drag them in. So I'm gonna try some different ideas in another video sometimes pretty soon with some smaller hooks, see how that does. And I even thought about rigging it up with 2 hooks, 2 real small hooks, because I remember Dad used to have these little plastic worms that had 2 little hooks on them. So I thought about doing that, but anyway, I switched over to the fluke and caught several fish. And now I wanted to try top water after the water was a little still at one moment. So I went to one of my favorite top waters, is the Devil's Horse. And those little treble hooks on there, because another reason I switched over is I kept losing fish with that bigger hook. So I switched over and using that Devil's Horse with those treble hooks. And that thing will get them, man. You know, if they bite something with them little treble hooks on it, you ain't gonna hardly lose it. So anyhow, that's kind of what I'm doing here. I had to film this in retrospect, as you can hear the screaming chicken over there in the yard. So anyway, that's what we got going on there. It ain't nothing to brag about, but I can eat it or make bait out of it. One, like a brim bed, you can smell them. It might be. Boy, he's cutting a rug, ain't he? Don't you get too stirred up. Another, about the same. And I'll let him get it on down there again. Boys cutting a rug. Now calm down. Calm down, boy. Oh, Richard Jean, you're done. Boy, he's still trying to get off. Woo-wee. He got her on back in there, didn't he? Been letting them swallow it a little better after I kept losing them. Bust my butt. It ain't no monster, but it'll eat. It's hard though. I got him that time. It's about time. It's just hard to get down to it. About got it away from me again in my hand. Be decent eating, ain't it? Maybe he's on there. I wish he'd stay on it. Well, you have to work your butt off to hook these little jokes. And I lost him. God darn it. Better grab him in the mouth fast. Look how he flipped that thing inside out. Shoot. That's what we got, boys.